Where's your ambition? You wouldn't recognize an opportunity if it just jumped up and bit you. Ambition? Please. I barely feel joy when good things happen, but drop me in a crisis and suddenly I'm wide awake. That's dopamine, the chemical that stamps in reward and novelty. It's supposed to light up for joy and motivation, but trauma rewires it. In normal circumstances, dopamine stamps in good memories. First kiss, favorite song, pride in finishing a project. It motivates you to keep chasing joy. But in trauma, dopamine gets hijacked. Instead of lighting up with joy, it stamps in survival, the rush of escaping danger, the relief of avoiding pain. That's why joy feels muted, while crisis feels electric. Think of dopamine and dynorphins as two ends of a seesaw. So, a brief recap including part 2 of this series. Dopamine, I want. Dynorphins, don't do that. There are consequences. Put it together and what do you got? Dopamine runs low and dynorphins run high. That's why the bad memories stamp in so loudly, while the good barely register. But wait, there's even more. Dopamine learns from our patterns. And remember yesterday's lesson with norepinephrine. It's the converter that both dopamine and cortisol share in common. So if survival has been the only thing that's ever worked, dopamine is going to help stamp in those survival habits. That's why survivors often pour everything into one area while neglecting everything else in their life. That's dopamine saying, this worked before, let's do it again. So if you ever wondered why joy feels flat and crisis feels electric, well, that is dopamine, dynorphins, and norepinephrine running together in survival mode. And you're probably wondering, what about this guy? Cortisol, doesn't it come along for the ride too? I'm so glad you asked. Tomorrow, we'll meet cortisol, the danger stamp that burns memories in the short term, but fragments them in the long term.